Hey everybody, good morning to you. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and thanks for being here. Lots to talk about this morning, so I better be quick. So while we were at Gamma, I don't know if I showed you this last week or not. I think I did, but I'm just so excited about it. But this is not the final box for Backyard Builders Treehouse. So the last minute, we're going to change the box size up, and I'm a nut job for packaging, so it is going to stay with the magnetic clasp and all that, but it's just going to get slightly bigger. We're having a bit of trouble fitting all the cards in there, like the promo cards, and that wasn't sitting good with me. I know we had that issue with the previous release of this, and so want to take some extra time to make sure that works. And the nice thing about not having a Kickstarter promise date is that if I want to make a change like that, I'm not off the schedule. I still have a normal schedule to follow. These need to be in stores by June and July, but other than that, we are good to go. So wanted to let you guys know that change was coming, and I think you're going to enjoy that box size a lot more. For collectors like me, like it's going to just sit on the shelf a little bit bigger. It's going to have a little bit of a bigger bind, and a little more like it'll reconcile a little bit better from a collector's perspective. So I think it was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday. A package showed up from Germany, and that was the advance copy of the first game that Crash Games is licensed out of Germany. First incoming license that we've had ever in Plums. And that is such a neat moment, like to have a game come in, that we're making. And a quick little thing about Plums is definitely off-brand for Crash Games now. So I kind of had a bit of a hard time, convincing my team of this. But I was like, look, this as a huge trick-taking, fan, and this is trick-taking. I'm sure there's going to be people that want to have a pedantic argument with me, and I guess they can. That's the great thing about being a geek. But I don't know that this game was going to be brought to North America by anybody else. So it's kind of one of those moments where it's like, a thing that my team and I call games for good. So we felt like this game deserved to be in the market. So we wanted to, bring it over and make sure that everybody had the chance to play it. A lot of people are asking, why didn't we stick with the name Pi Mal Flammen or Rule of Plum? I love puns. Oh, I do. But I don't think that's a good name for a game. And also, I looked into what the whole rule of thumb thing is, and that's actually pretty much an old wives' tale. It was basically, a measurement metric and not the domestic violence thing that people think. That's a better story for people to spin, but in my research, I found that that's largely untrue. So, but if somebody wants to throw a fact up, that could be controversial. I don't know. That's what I'm not getting at here. So really excited that the advanced copies of this came in. This week we are submitting the digital files for the new box size on Backyard Builders Treehouse and for Fish Frenzy. So the PPCs of those should be coming in the next 2 weeks. So I'm very, very excited to have those. Also, I wanted to take a minute today to talk about the amazing people here at Geek Chic. So about 2 years ago, I put my deposit down on a table, and I took, 6 to 8 months off when money was a little tight during my move, but I have, gone through the very normal process that anybody else would have gone through, and my table is being built. And this last week, I got to actually help with that. And it is amazing to see how good every single person that touches a table here is, from picking out the lumber, from matching up the grain to doing the cuts to the assembly, and I'm very excited. I'm not sure when it'll be ready, but I got to actually physically help in that process, and that was super fun and super cool. So stay tuned for more pics about that. And then I also wanted to let you know this last week, part of my team was out of state working on a very potentially big deal. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it or not, and it's not certain, so I'm not going to say who it is, but there's a very, very good chance that Crash Games might be in its first mass market store, and that is what it's all about for me. I love the hobby market, that's where I come from, but I want to introduce new people to games, new people to gaming, and be as inclusive as we possibly can. I want to bring families and friends together that have no idea that our hobby exists, and so I want to make the games that facilitate that and allow for that. and a very big step in the right direction possibly happened this last week. It's not for sure yet, so it's hard to hold in the excitement, but the potential is there. It's more than potential. It's actually more than likely, but not quite a sure thing. So I will take that as a victory, and as soon as that happens, I will make sure to let you guys know. So I'm over my time here. It's not 6-Minute Monday, so I better wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your week. Take care.